Hey guys, it's your girl Paris. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you guys today with my undone hair that I did but didn't like, so I took everything out, and my beat face that I was not happy with, so I unbeat it and wipe it off except for the eyeshadow and stuff. But whatever, let's just get to the point. So basically this is a different, kind of video. This video is just basically gonna be about me just randomly ranting to you guys and speaking about things that happen to me or things that I think about or things that you guys can relate to as well. So I just figured, why not talk about it? You never know who's going through something, and I think I give some decent advice, so why not? So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Now, this past year, by the way, quick disclaimer, I'm not looking for any kind of sympathy. Don't say you feel bad for me. Don't, none of that. This is just like a venting rant, whatever. Like, just none of that. Like, we all go through stuff, we get over it, that's it. You know what I mean? Alright. So yeah, this year has been very rocky for me. It's been very bumpy, and a lot of things happen to me from people that I didn't necessarily expect it to happen from. And it's like I constantly think about, what's like, why did it happen that way? Like, what's going on? Is it me? Like, am I doing something wrong? And then I realize when I speak to, other people, or somebody writes me asking for advice, or my friends, I realize that I'm not the only one who goes through these things. So yeah, we're just gonna touch base with a couple of topics, and yeah, just get right into it. So the first topic I wanted to talk about was betrayal. Now, I'm very big on loyalty. I'm very big on, being real and genuine, and, all kinds of things like that. Like, I never really had a problem with, like, me, like, people trusting me. Like, I've never betrayed someone ever. And if somebody ever says that, I swear to God they're lying, because I can't, like, I'm not gonna say I'm too sensitive, but like, my heart is made of gold. Like, I can't even hurt a fly if I wanted to, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes I'm just like, damn, like, I really feel like I want to hurt the person, and not necessarily a boy either, because we're gonna get into it, but let's talk about it. Friends, guys, anything. It's like, I wanna hurt you the way you hurt me, but I can't even do it if I wanted to. It's like, my loyalty, it's not even about loyalty, it's just I can't do it. Like, when girls get into arguments and they start telling each other's business or whatever, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. I'm not that type of person, and I'm not gonna make anybody force me to be that kind of person. God will do his thing, and karma is definitely real, so they'll get theirs. Like, that's just kind of how I think about it. And even sometimes, like, a boy would do something to a girl, and then she, like, go fuck his bro or something, or go talk to his friend, or, like, just try to do little stupid hoe shit that just makes them look bad at the end of the day. Like, I just can't do it. It's just like, damn, alright, let me just cry. Oh, because I'm very sensitive, so I'll probably just cry, whatever, and I'll get over it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. It's whatever. So, two quick little things that happened to me this year that really had me like, damn, like, even the people that you least expect to do shit to you will definitely do it to you. Let me tell y'all something. Don't put nothing past nobody. I don't care who they are, because at the end of the day, you have to expect the unexpected always. And that's only to protect your feelings, to protect yourself. It's not even about being scary, or necessarily, it is kind of having your guard up, but then again, it's not. It's just, when you're gone, I'm still gonna make sure I'm good. Like, I don't want to be all lost and all that shit when you leave. Like, let me still be good. So, you feel me? I'ma just love you, but love you from a distance. Like, that's all that is, right? So basically, one thing that happened was, I was friends with this girl, and we were the kind of friends that, like, we vented to each other, like, about boy problems and stuff like that, but we didn't speak every day. Like, I know we all had those kind of friends. And I had this boy I used to talk to, like, seriously, on and off. And it's like, it's not even that. Let me just put that out there right now. It's not even that I still wanted him, but I still had love for him. And it's like, first things first, in the girl code imaginary book in our minds, you don't, as a friend, you don't talk to your friends exes or anybody they used to talk to on some serious shit. And it's like, some girls really be delusional and thinking it's something that it's not, but 9 times out of 10 it's really something, and the boy trying to make it seem like it's not what it really is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And long story short, she wrote me one day, and she was just asking me like, did I know him? And I told her like yeah, I know him. Like, I used to talk to him, like, we be on and off type shit, you know, whatever. And she was like, oh, okay, because me and him talk, you know, blah 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 blah. So I'm sitting here like, I mean, it's not that I really care, but he was just hit me up like on some, like, I wouldn't say trying to get back with me, but like trying to get me back in his life, because we was on and off. So it's like, even though we was on and off, we still had that love and that bond for each other. So it's like, even if we wasn't together, we would still wind up talking to each other again, venting, like, you know, shit like that. Like, we all have that one person or one guy or one girl that we have that strong bond with, that we probably just, y'all always gonna come back to each other. If y'all get into an argument, boom, y'all right back talking, whatever. So I'm just sitting there like, but he just hit me up like the other day, like on some shit. Like, I don't even want to go into everything that was said, but it was some, actually I am gonna go into what was said. It was just on some like you really my best friend, like it's been rough without you, like I really miss you, my other half, blah 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 blah. And it's like, it was on some shit like that, and we wasn't even together, so you know the bond was really there, you know what I mean? And I do give that effect on people, but no, I'm kidding. But yeah, like, and after that whole situation, like, I basically told her, like, I mean, me and him not together, like, we're not together. I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing, but at the end of the day, like, I still got love for the kid, like, and we got a history, like real history. So, you know, I was just basically telling her, and what that means is you cannot talk to him. And not because I'm being selfish or a hater, it's just girl code. That's just, you just don't do that, you know what I mean? So she was like, oh, like, he just made me feel so special, and I'm kind of hurt. How long y'all been talking? For a week. Oh, makes sense, right? So you're in very deep, and y'all only been talking for a week. That's cool. The fuck? Oh, excuse my language, I gotta bleep that out. But whatever, like, I'm not sweating it. Like, me, I'm talking to her, like, because we still friends, and it's not like she knew. So it's like, I'm just telling you what's up, like, as my friend, I'm gonna put you on, tell you what's going on. So she basically said, okay, like, I'm gonna just leave it alone, like, that's it. Like, I mean, I'm hurt, but for me, I respect you, and I'm gonna just let it be. I was like, all right, cool, you know, blah 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 blah. I kind of felt bad, but I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not my fault that he made you feel like that, but he's still on my body. Like, well, damn, I'm kind of using a lot of New York slang, but it's not my fault that he's still on me and talking to you. Like, I that has nothing to do with me. So I'm sorry that you're hurt, but I can't do anything about it. Like, I'm just telling you what's going on, granted. So a couple of weeks after that, and this is like a long time ago, by the way, because I know people like to pin stuff together. You're not gonna guess, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so couple of weeks, week or two, not a couple of weeks, like a week or two went by, and like, I just seen funny things going on, like funny posts and stuff like that. And I will post right what's on my mind. It's not my fault that it may apply to the situation, but if you're my friend, why would I throw subs at you? Like, that's some fake shit. If I feel the way, I'm gonna talk to you about it, like, yo, this is how I feel, granted. So I took it upon myself to her up, like, yo, like, I sense tension between us, like, what's going on? And she was like, there is. And I'm like, but why? She's like, 'cause I feel like you was throwing subs at me and so-and-so. I'm like, so-and-so? First of all, why would I be throwing subs at you if you're my friend? And why would you care if I'm throwing subs at him? Like, I mean, I'm not, but why would you care? Oh, because that's who I'm rocking with now, and I trust him, and I da 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 da. Now, let me just give y'all a quick little backstory. he was on some very disrespectful, trying to make it seem like I was delusional type situation. And I'm like, but you came in my messages, like you hit me up, you told me all that stuff. I didn't tell you all that stuff. So I don't understand why you're trying to make it seem like I'm on your dick to her and trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. Like, you said what you said, I said what I said, and then like that's it. Like, why you, like, you know, I don't understand. He was basically telling her like she's crazy, she's on my, like, she's, oh my god, I'm trying not to curse, she's on me, like she needs to leave me alone, like blah 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 blah, saying all types of stuff like that. And it's like, but how? If you was on me, like, I'm not understanding. So I'm trying to explain to her, and I sent her receipts. Like, you not about to think I'm crazy, some crazy, especially if I'm not even with you. Like, the fuck? And I sent her receipts. I showed her everything. I'm like, this is what it says. She was like, okay, well, this is what he told me. And I'm like, okay, but I'm showing you what he told me. So I don't understand. Like, and at the end of the day, what do I have to prove to you? You already said you're gonna back off and you're gonna respect me, like, and you're not gonna like talk to him or whatever the case may be. So why are you going mad off him now? Because I trust him. And I told her, I was like, you real fake for that. Like, you supposed to be my friend, and you want to start fucking with somebody that, like, I have a big history with, and that, like, we had a bond that was crazy. Like, like the connection, like the chemistry was there. Like, it was there. And it's like, I told her every single aspect about it, and I thought she understood that. But it's like, being that I guess he made her feel how he made her feel, she was just like, fuck me, like, I'm gonna just talk to him because I want to. She's like, oh, how am I fake because I built a bond with a man and blah blah blah, trying to pull that card. I'm like, girl, you don't even know him. Like, I know him like the back of my hand. You don't know him. You don't know what he's capable of. You're not even his type. Like, please cut it out. Like, I really, and I didn't even mean to say like you're not his type, because I don't judge nobody. I don't care how you look, what shape, size, tall, height, anything. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. I don't judge nobody. But it's like, you're not about to sit here and make me seem like a delusional ass female when I'm trying to tell you and I'm showing you what's going on, and you still, well, I believe him and he said this, and you and him not even this. She gonna say, oh, well, you did something fake to one of your friends before. Who? Name him, baby. Who? Couldn't even name nobody. Went straight over the question. Exactly. Don't play with me. I take my friendships very seriously, you know. So that really kind of pissed me off. So I'm just like, wow, like, and she took it and ran with it. And then he goes to post something all crazy like, oh, if I keep disrespecting you and something, why would you think we're gonna be long term? These bitches is crazy. First of all, who are you calling a bitch, number one? Two, what are you talking about long term? What are you talking about? Like, it wasn't even that kind of ball game. Like, I thought we was just being friends again, like, or getting back how he was. It wasn't even, it was like, it's more, I'm not even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. It was more than friends. Like, we had feelings for each other, but we understood that that was not, a relationship and being serious is not what we need. Like, but we had to understand, and that's what that was. So I'm just sitting here like, she's really dead ass. Like, she's really dead ass. Like, and she took it and ran with it, and I really felt hurt, because I'm like, not for nothing, he just told me everything he told me in my messages. You supposed to be my friend, and you're gonna sit here and talk to him after you told me you understood. So now it's like, now I really gotta stop talking to him, because he just disrespected me in a different kind of way, and I didn't deserve that. I didn't do anything. I just wanted to understand it between me and him. I just wanted a better understanding of the situation. I'm the kind of person, I need closure. I need closure in order to get over something. Like, you can't just leave me hanging, because then I'm gonna constantly bring it up to you like, so what's going on, so what's going on? Because if I start to do me, or I just start to go my way, don't try to sit here and pull me back. Like, you already showed me what you was doing, so let me go my way. Like, you feel me? I just like to be very clear. So he just make it seem like, oh, you're a burden, blah blah blah. I'm a burden how? Like, you keep coming to me, like, you keep writing me, like, leave me alone then. Like, if I'm such a burden and I'm a bitch and I'm leave me alone and be happy with your girl. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you talk to. I don't, none of that. Like, why are you sitting here treating me like I'm some, like, you know? So it hurt, because I really care for him. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But you know what? You live and you learn. And he was the last person I would expect to do that, because he was only one of the only people who really understood me. I feel like nowadays I'm very misunderstood, so he really understood me. And I just felt like, you know, that was fucked up. Like, how you really just gonna disrespect me, make me look bad in front of this girl? You gonna sit here and talk to him after I told you what happened, and then try to push it in my face like, oh well, I trust him and that's my man and da, da, da. You don't even know him. You don't know him. A week at that point, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, really? You really think you know him? Like, y'all was talking and he was still in my messages. What does that tell you? Like, he's never gonna get over me, honestly. Like, no cocky stuff, but you know, but whatever. So that situation really hurt me. I'm not even gonna front, but I was like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, you can't, what are you gonna do? Like, at the end of the day, people can be very fake, and you just have to expect that. Like, you can't sit here and expect everybody to have the same heart that you got. Like, it happens. Like, get over it, whatever. And I had to give myself that mindset, because if I baby myself like, oh, Shania, don't do that, you're so sad. No, I'm never gonna learn, and I'm always gonna be hurt. Like, I gotta toughen myself up, and that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm in the place where I am now. I just don't give a fuck no more. I'm just like, bye, next one coming, you done? Anyway, so yeah, that situation really got on my nerves, and it really got under my skin. So it's like, with the whole betrayal thing, friends and people you think you have a bond with will be the first to betray you, because they really know you. Like, it's worse when you get betrayed by a friend or somebody you really know and you care about than somebody just, you know, like associate or something. Like, it's very different, and it's two different types of hurt. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that situation was very crazy. And then I don't shit, honestly, I was trying to not really talk about this, but I want you guys to really, like, know me and, like, have a connection with me, so you guys know you can really talk to me and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it's a couple of things that, you know, I just don't feel like it's for my channel. It's to be on display, period, but whatever. Run through this real quick. The other story that I felt like really was on some betrayal stuff was with another kid that, once again, I had a strong bond with. And let me, another quick disclaimer, I give off that effect. I'm not trying to sound cocky or nothing, but I'm just that real. Like, I'm that genuine. Like, I know how to get you and charm you with my personality and my good heart. Like, you know what I mean? And people don't want to get rid of it, but it's like, that's why people always try to keep in contact with me or try to see how I'm doing after a while, because it's like, damn, like, she really is a good female. Like, that's somebody I want to have around, you know what I mean? Boom, whatever. So it was another kid that I had a bond with, and another person that understood me. Honestly, it's probably about four, five at most people who really understand me, and minus those two, so probably like 3, maybe 4, I don't know. And we had a bond for years. Like, for years. He would talk to, I'm talking to, I'll talk to. But we spoke about everything. Like, you know how sometimes there's these people that you could just have a casual conversation with, and there's people where you could have a deep intellectual conversation with. You could talk about politics, you could talk about aliens, you could talk about your fears, you could talk about everything. That was one of those people. So it's like, we knew each other on a different kind of level. And it's like, he got a girlfriend. She was very delusional. Oh my god, I'm gonna do a story time about that girl, because she is ridiculous. Whatever. And don't mind my nails, like, they broke previously. So yeah, and basically, when my ex-boyfriend passed away, as a friend and as somebody who really cared for me, he came to the funeral to support me. And, you know, he prayed, because I didn't know this until, like, I didn't know until he told me months after. And what he told me was, like, he prayed to my ex in the casket and was like, I'm gonna take care of her, I'm gonna watch over her for you, I'm gonna make sure nobody hurt her, I'm gonna make sure she's good, always got somebody to talk to, like, I'm gonna really be there for her. And it's like, that really, that touched my heart. Like, that really just made me, like, it sent chills down my spine, because you really don't meet people like that nowadays. Like, you really don't. And I feel like for him to come by himself to support me as a friend and really be there for me like that, that means a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like, when he told me that, that brought our bond to a whole nother level, like a whole nother level. I'm like, wow, okay, this is somebody I could really count on and I could talk to whenever I need to vent or whatever the case may be. That was what I thought. He got a girlfriend, and I had a boyfriend at the time, but he got a girlfriend, and I didn't care. Like, whatever, it's like, do what you do. But his girlfriend, I guess he told his girlfriend the bond that we have, and she got jealous. So she didn't like what me and him had. Like, that wasn't her cup of tea. So she basically was telling him like, oh, he can't say happy birthday to me. She would always like hit me up and like curse me out or say some funny stuff or block me off of all his social media text messages. I'm like, what is she doing that for? Like, it's not like I'm flirting with you. It's not like I text you or call you. It's not like we really in contact. We have each other's numbers, but we don't really speak like that because I would respect your relationship. You got a girlfriend. There's no reason for me to be calling you. Like, if I need to vent, maybe I might text you and ask you like, oh, like, I need to vent, like, are you available? Like, maybe that's it. But I want, hey, what you doing? That's just not, I just don't do that, because I don't want to give a girl the chance to say, oh, she's on my nigga, and oh, like, she's trying to talk to him, trying to be a homewrecker, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not that type of female. But I was just wondering, like, why is she doing all that? Like, I probably like his posts maybe once every 10 posts. Like, it wasn't even, you know, she was just very delusional, very crazy. And I'm just like, no, she's ridiculous. So he used to just tell me about her all the time. And I used to sit there and think like, how are you so comfortable telling me about stuff that your girlfriend is telling you how she feel about me? But that's, see, you can understand the bond now. Like, you love this girl, but you telling me y'all business, like, you know. But I ain't think nothing of it, whatever. So after a while, like, he would just stop talking to me and I just brushed it off. But then he would like start talking to me again, and then, oh, we broke up so I could talk to you and blah 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 blah. And in my head, I'm like, why do we have to talk once y'all break up? Like, it's not like I'm trying to intervene in your relationship. Why can't you just be that friend for me and be there for me when I need you to be? Oh, because she don't really like us talking. And for what though? Like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I don't understand. Like, whatever you told her, what kind of bond we have, you did that to yourself, because I'm not doing anything. So she just, like, it was just very redundant, and it kept happening. And I told him, like, you supposed to be my friend. Like, how you gonna sit here and let your girlfriend tear you away from me like that? Like, that's some fake shit. Like, you supposed to be there for me. And then it was the last straw, and I told him like, yo, and this been happening over the course of months, and I told him the last straw, I said, yo, you made a promise that you did not keep. You said that you was gonna be there for me. You told him that you was gonna make sure I was good and make sure nothing happens to me, and that, you know, all that jazz. And you just did the total opposite, and that shit hurt me so bad, because I'm like, damn. So you get a girlfriend and she starts to control you, wearing the pants in your relationship, and now you're not my friend anymore. Now you can't talk to me. Now you can't. And then at the end, and then on top of that, you was the one flirting with me. Like, you the one saying, oh, I want to marry you and all types of nonsense. I wasn't saying that to you. Like, I'm thinking we just having a regular conversation. That was you doing all that. So don't try to say and make it seem like I'm trying to do something to ruin your relationship. Like, I don't, like, people really do that. Like, I was thinking like, damn, is it me? Like, am I saying something? Like, I don't understand. I'm not a homewrecker. Like, I don't entertain people. I don't talk to people while they're in relationships. It's just inappropriate. And I'm just like, what the like, damn, like just like that. Like, you get a girlfriend and just, because when I had a boyfriend, if you needed me, I would text you back and I would tell you, yo, this is what you could do, you know, don't stress that, like, you already know, blah blah blah. And he got a deep past story himself, so it's like, I knew all about his past. So it's like the connection was there, like the bond was very strong. And I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, you really broke a big promise. Like, I wish you would have never told me that. I wish you would have never came. I wish you would have never did none of that. Because if you could just switch up on me for a girlfriend that controls you and put you down and all types of nonsense, then you're not the friend that I need to have. You know what I mean? So it's like, that shit got me. I'm just like, wow. Like, I can't believe that shit just happened. Like, fuck it. So like from then I was just like, you know what, I really can't sit here and depend on nobody. I mean, I got my best friends and stuff, but I'm talking about, it's like certain things you could talk to different people about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just different. Like, how you talk to your boyfriend is not how you talk to your best friend. How you talk to your dad is not how you talk to your cousin. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, not that you're really hiding anything, but it's just like, those conversations just seem to happen. Like, you know? Boom. So yeah, that's another situation, like a betrayal. And I just felt like, wow, that's not fair for me. Like, I'll be there for people whenever they need me, but I can't do the same back. Like, who's gonna be there for Shania? So I realized I have to be there for myself. And once again, I do have friends and stuff, but after a while you just like, you know what, let me just build myself. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna get over it, and I'm gonna hop back up tomorrow like it was nothing. Like, you gotta do that, because at the end of the day, if somebody's not there to be there for you at that very moment, what do you want to do? Like, you're just gonna be alone, and you're gonna feel alone. And I know what it's like to feel alone, and that's another reason why I'm always there for everybody. I don't want anyone to feel alone, but it's like, damn, like, but I feel alone though. Like, sometimes I be feeling alone. I'm just like, damn, like, that's really crazy. But yeah, whatever, that was that situation. It's just, once again, you can't put nothing past nobody. Don't expect nobody to always be there for you. And I'm not saying like act the way to your friends or whatever, because some people do have good friends, me being one. And you just certain people you just gotta keep an eye out for. If they could switch up on you for some stupid shit, that's not the friend for you ever. Like, and if they could do some grimy shit to you, like either one of these people did to me, they're not the friend for you. Cut them off. Later, I got more friends. Just basically, guys, just be very careful, you know, who you choose to, you know, build a bond with or trust, or, you know, anything of that, because betrayal is a very hard thing to deal with. And it's not, it messes you up. For some people, they know how to handle it and just move on. For some people, it really changes them forever. Like, they'll go based off that situation and respond how they would have responded when they dealt with that situation. Like, it'll really, you know, mess you up. So yeah, those are just my quick little stories on that topic. Now, something else I really wanted to speak about was self-confidence. I'm gonna try not to make this video too lengthy, but I just want to make sure I touch base on all these topics as much as I can. With self-confidence, well, let's just say this, I'm still a work in process. Nobody's perfect, you know, everybody goes through it. And it's definitely a mind thing. Like, think about it. When you was in elementary school and, you know, you were having fun with your friends or just living your child life, like just, you know, being a kid, you didn't really have too many worries until maybe you got into like high school, and then you started getting like social media accounts and stuff like that. And things like social media or people that like are more developed or whatever the case may be may really affect that, and it may make you see things or find problems in yourself that you haven't seen before. And it's like, wait, like, what's wrong with me? Like, I want to be perfect like that. I want to have that butt, or I want to have those boobs. I want to have those clothes. I want to have that hair. Like, you know, it's the media takes a very big toll. I tell you that right now. Everybody wants to be like the Instagram models, and don't get me wrong, we all want to look cute. We all want to have a nice body. Like, that's every female. Like, you know, it's a normal thing. But it's like, to what extent are you gonna allow that to really mess with you mentally? Like, you know what I mean? With self-confidence, basically how you maintain it and how you keep it and how you get it is to, first of all, focus on yourself, build yourself, pray. Every single answer to everything is to pray. Like, you're never too cool to pray. I pray all the time, and I think my life is pretty good. I'll tell you guys how I built my self-confidence, because I had it, and then I would like, it did, a relationship that I was in did mess me up and like kind of had me like very low, like very insecure. I didn't have any self-confidence. I didn't know my worth. Like, you know, we all deal with situations like that. And it's like, after a while, I just had to think like, all right, Shania, well, what's your talents? What could you do good? What do you think you could improve on? What's something about you that you just feel like it's so awesome and so standoutish that you want to just embrace. Like, you have to embrace every single flaw about yourself. Like, all right, well, I know that I got a big ass nose, but I still work it in my pictures. Like, I don't even care. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, I know I'm very petite, and I know maybe I want to have a little butt. Maybe I want, well, I don't want to have more boobs, and I don't. But maybe I might just make it work for myself. Like, it's just all a mental thing. And it's like, you won't, if you don't think about the negative things that, you know, you don't have, then you'll be fine. Like, just stop thinking about negative things and comparing yourself. Like, you cannot compare. That's another thing with self-confidence. Don't compare. What are you comparing for? You live for you. You don't live for nobody else. Like, what's best for them may not be best for you. What they have may not be for you. Like, if they got that at that time, maybe it's not your time. Don't sweat it or nothing like that. Like, you cannot compare. That's when you lose. Like, once you start comparing yourself to someone or think you're in a competition with someone, you lost. You already lost. And it's not even a competition or a race, but you just lost, because it's like you're losing yourself now trying to keep up with somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you have to eventually learn, like, you know, this is who I am. I cannot change who I am. I love who I am, and I'm gonna make the best out of it. This is what God gave me, so I'm gonna be thankful. On the bright side, you could have been ugly. I tell my friends that all the time. Oh my God, my car broke down. What am I gonna do? I gotta get a new car, blah, 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 blah. On the bright side, you could have been ugly. Like, I don't know. I just say things like that. I hope it doesn't sound ignorant or whatever the case may be. Everybody's beautiful, but I just say it like as a little funny thing. Like, oh, you know, whatever. But yeah. So that's basically my little scattered tips for self-confidence. Now, for things like peer pressure, I feel like peer pressure starts to develop at the age of like preteens. Like, that's when you start to get very experimental and you want to try new things. You know, you're coming from a child to a preteen to a teenager, young adult, things like that. And you may be influenced by your partner, you may be influenced by your friends, you may be influenced by peers, period, your parents, your family. Like, peer pressure works all the way around, and I'll tell y'all right now, it's not cool. You don't have to do anything that you do not want to do. Nobody can make you do anything that you don't want to do unless they got a gun to your head making you do it. I'm just saying. Like, I know a lot of people, you know, suffer from overdose and having sex with people like they may not want to have sex with, or like drinking, like overly drinking, or, well, getting into drinking, period. Because I know if you see your friend drinking, everybody getting lit, you gonna want to get lit too. Like, that's like a little form of peer pressure. But if somebody sitting here offering you something like drugs or alcohol or sexual things or whatever the case may be, you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's as easy as a no. Do not do it. Like, it may be very tempting, but at the end of the day, they can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. Like, it's yourself. Like, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. Like, I'm just going straight off my head, and it is 5:37 in the morning. So yeah, like, I know that, you know, a lot of, and I feel like peer pressure affects mostly young girls, because it's like, sometimes as a female, you want to be noticed, you want to look cool, you want to look curvy, like, you want attention. And it's like, that's cool and all, but it's like, don't commit a sin or do something you wouldn't do in front of your parents just to get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, like, yo, when I tell you I got stories for days, like, I tell you I got stories for days. Just long story short, peer pressure is just, it's BS. Like, I understand you want to be down, or, you know, you want to be cool, whatever. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Like, and some people really ruin their lives over that. Like, sis or bro, what are you doing? Like, just be you. Like, you don't have to be cool just because. You don't have to be cool to do, well, you don't have to be considered cool by doing what they're doing. Like, all right, y'all can do that. I'm gonna catch you later. Like, I learned that at an older age. Like, I don't care what y'all do. If I don't want to do that, I don't have to do it. I'm gonna be over here, and then when y'all done, we just like back up, like it's nothing, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's just kind of how. Oh, and by the way, if I sound a little choppy, I just wrote things that I was thinking about in my mind, so I'm just kind of touching on each topic. Yeah, so that's just basically kind of how I feel about peer pressure. I feel like I could like explain it better, but we all basically get what peer pressure is. Just don't fall for it, and just know that you're better than that. And yeah, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So yeah, that's what that is. Now, with breakups, I feel like, alright, I'm trying to make these things very short. I don't want this to be like a very long video. I feel like with a breakup, it's just, I feel like it's how you carry yourself throughout the relationship that determines what's the outcome gonna be when you guys break up. If you gave them your all, put in your all, and they just leave, it's gonna feel like they took your all and you're just left with nothing. So that means you're gonna be hurting more. You're gonna feel lost. You're gonna feel empty, incomplete. Like you're just, that's not somewhere you want to be in a breakup. Like God forbid you break up with your partner, whatever, you don't want to be there. I felt it before. It's not cool, and it takes a very long time to build yourself back up. Now, when you're in a relationship, I understand that you want to really show the person, like, I'm really rocking with you, like I'm here for you, and we're gonna build, we're gonna grow, etc., etc., etc. But you still gotta understand you're still your own person. Like you still have to live for you. Don't try to break your back and bend over and do all types of backflips to a person if they not doing that for you. Like, don't sit here and cross the ocean for somebody who won't even jump over a puddle for you. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta know your limits. You gotta know when to just fall back if the energy is not reciprocated, or if the energy is not even or equal. You need to fall back. A relationship should always be 50-50, and I always believe that. I know I've been in like a bad breakup before, so I know, you know, a little one two about it. And I feel like basically with the breakup, it's like whatever you put in that relationship is whatever is, well, whatever you put in the relationship determines how you're gonna react to the breakup after the fact. So if you put your all into the relationship and you basically just gave them all your energy, your time, like you made them your happiness, and they just leave, you're gonna feel empty, you're gonna feel alone, you're gonna feel incomplete, you're gonna feel lost, like you're gonna feel everything in the book. And it's like, you have to understand, and this is for people in relationships now, maybe you might be years in, maybe you might be in the honeymoon stage. Look, if they not give you the same energy, don't sit here and try to give them more energy to try to see if they're going to give it back. If they're not showing it, then you just keep falling back. Like, then that's not the person you need to be with. Once y'all get to the breakup stage and you actually deal with the breakup, here's a few tips. I wouldn't say block them on everything, but if you feel very tempted and you feel like you're going to, you know, write them or cry to them or whatever the case may be, block them. No reason for you to have them. You got them on social media. No need to remind you of, you know, you don't want to see them post, or everybody knows. I don't know if it's just a girl thing. I don't know if it's a New York thing. I don't know what it is. But it's very annoying when you see your ex or your current boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever, in somebody's likes or comments repeatedly. That is very annoying, and it makes you look like a D-rider. You know what I mean? So it's no need to have them on there. Delete them. Like, or if you feel like you're strong enough to ignore them, by all means do that. But if you feel like you're just a little bit too weak, it's just a little bit too early, delete them. You don't need to have them. If you guys have pictures, now I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, delete the pictures, blah blah blah, because that's not how I do it. What I do is I just don't look at them. Like, I try to avoid them for as long as I can. And once I feel like I'm at the stage where I'm good enough to look at it and then delete it, then I'll start to delete everything. If I'm fresh in a breakup and I just start deleting everything, I'm gonna wind up not deleting it, and I'm gonna wind up crying. Like, damn, like, I really missed this. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, you know, look, just listen to me. Until you feel like you're ready to delete everything and all the pictures and memories, text messages, all that, don't delete it until you feel like you're ready. Now, another thing to do after a breakup is find yourself. 9 times out of 10, you break up with somebody, you lose yourself a little bit. So find yourself. Go do something that you're talented with. Go do an activity. Go out, have fun. Go chill with your friends. You know, do things to keep yourself busy, so therefore you're not really thinking about it anymore. And yeah, like those are just like a couple of things that I would do when I'm dealing with a breakup. So it really helps me out a lot. Fake friends, I mean, I kind of touched base on this early in the video. Just at the end of the day, friends come and go. Like, at the end of the day, you technically don't need, you don't need friends, but it's good to have some. But look, if they're not being a good friend, good riddance. Like, I still got my whole life to live. I'm gonna meet so many new people. You can't get it right, you could go. Like, some fake friend breakups are harder than others, but it's really not even worth the stress. Like, don't sit here and stress over somebody who can't even simply be a good friend. Like, it's not that hard to be a good friend. I swear to God, it's really not. It's just some people, they just don't have the common sense, and they just don't have that kind of heart, and that kind of loyalty, and that kind of whatever, just to be a good friend. So my advice to you, get rid of them. I got a whole rubber in my hand. So my advice to you, get rid of them. Don't need you. Oh well, I'm gonna make more friends. It is what it is. Last topic I really want to talk about is self-love. Now, this topic means so much to me because it's like, over time I really taught myself how to really love myself. Like, I remember being so low and just really not knowing my worth, and just like just accepting anything, and just, you know, all types of nonsense, letting people walk all over me, you know, all that jazz. And it's like, you really have to train your mind. Like, once again, self-love is all within your mind. Like, for example, the way I taught myself self-love was to do things that I like. Like, I know I like to do makeup sometimes. I know I like to do hair. I know I like to dress up, go out. That's what makes me feel good. I like to shop. I like to watch YouTube videos. Like, these are things that I like. So I just would do it more, and it just would make me feel better about myself. And along the way, I was learning new things. You know, once again, I was praying. I was praying all the time, and it was just blessings on top of blessings. It gave me strength to let people go. It gave me strength to put my foot down and really stand for what I believe in. And it's like, at a point in time, if you're dealing with this issue, at a point in time, you really got to sit there and think, like, when is enough going to be enough? Like, you can't sit there and just allow yourself to just be so low, and you just don't love yourself. Like, you really cannot allow that to go on for so long. It's very draining, and it is depressing. Like, it'll make you really fall into a depression, and that's no place, okay, that you want to be. Like, it's no place at all. It's not fun. It's not cute. It's not something, oh, I got depression. That's not funny. Like, it's not funny at all. Like, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, over time, I just really would talk to myself. And I'm not gonna share what I wrote, but another thing I did was, I don't know when it was, let me see, on May 10th, 2017, I wrote a list of a couple of things. I want to say like 10 or 11. I don't feel like looking. I wrote a list about, yo, I gotta stop leaving my window open. I feel like things are crawling on me. Like, what the hell? But yeah, anyways, yo, I wrote a list about 10, 11 things. And I just basically wrote, and I was in my right state of mind too. That's what really helps. When you're in a happy, you know, good mood, like you're happy with what's going around you, you're happy with what's going on with yourself, you know, things like that. Just sit down, write in your phone, write in your notes, things that you want to remember about yourself. Like, little things, like, oh, I know I have a good personality, or don't sit here and settle for nothing, like, you are worth way more than that. You know, little notes like that. And when you are low and you're feeling down, refer back to those notes that you put in your phone before, and it helps you because it makes you remember that that's only temporary. pain is only temporary. It will go away. It may not go away fully depending on what your situation is, but it will go away. Pain is definitely temporary. So it's like, when you think about back to that time when you was happy, it makes you want to be there again. And once you refer back to what you wrote, it's like, you know what, I can get through this. Like, you know what, I'm right for myself. Like, it's just like getting advice from yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Just things you need to hear. It's just like, you know, when you, like with me and my best friend, if I'm in my wrong state of mind, she's my right state of mind. If she's in her wrong state of mind, I'm her right state of mind. Like, we have to constantly remind each other, like, yo, you the shit. Like, ain't no reason for you to be low right now. I understand you upset or whatever. You could be upset for like a day or whatever. I give you time, but you gonna get the fuck back up and you gonna get back on the regular, because we don't do those. We don't do no down, depressed. We not doing none of that. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't necessarily feel like I'm touching on everything with self-love, but I know for a fact I've learned so much and I've came such a long way. It feels so good. Like, it feels amazing to know that I was there and I was that low and I'm here now, and I still have a lot to learn because I'm not perfect. I still have my days that I'm down, but it's like I still have my little tips and my little things that I do to help me come back up. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you just really, that's just something, like, you'll know when you're leveling up on the self-love chart. So like, you'll feel it. Like, I don't know if that was just me, but I know that when I felt it, it was just like a weird feeling. It was very random. I didn't expect it. I don't even think I was upset or happy. I was just normal, like regular. And I just felt it, and I was just like, wow, I really don't care about this, that, and the other, and I'm the shit. Like, I'm a princess. Like, I'm that girl. Like, who's telling me something? Like, what? Like, that's how, and it's not even about being cocky, but that's how you gotta be for yourself. It's not even about being cocky, but it's like, would you rather somebody be cocky or down, depressed, and just think of themselves as some trash? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with being cocky and confident. Like, it's just how you carry yourself. Like, don't be a narcissist. Like, everything is not about you, but when it comes to you talking to yourself and uplifting yourself, you're that girl, you're that boy. Like, nobody's telling you nothing. Nobody can be you. There's only one you, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, that's it. So yeah, this is just pretty much a rant video. I just don't, I hope I helped someone with this video. I'm just kind of, it was just kind of a last minute thing. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things that have been on my mind, some things that, you know, once again, I feel like could have helped somebody if they're watching. And if I did help you, please comment and tell me your story, or if you ever been through one of these things and you've overcame, you know, breakup or self-love or betrayal, whatever I talked about. Let me know in the comments. Talk to me. I respond back as fast as I can. You could DM me or inbox me or one of my social media accounts. I'll respond. I open all my messages. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It is 6:06 in the morning. I know you guys can see through my little blonde hair that it got lighter outside from the beginning of the video. And yeah, I'm just happy I'm comfortable enough to sit here and talk to you guys and open up to y'all a little bit and, you know, try to build some type of connection. So yeah, I'm very tired. I'm not too tired to eat though, so I'm gonna get something to eat first. And then I'm gonna go to sleep and start my day later on. So like this video if it helped you, and obviously you liked it. Comment down below, share this video. If you feel like your friend needs to see it, share it, tag them like, girl, watch this video. She's speaking facts in this video. So yeah, and thanks for tuning in. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.